Guys, happy Thursday. It is raining. I am headed to my doctor. I'm still having the bleeding, but last night I noticed that I have bruising now from like the start of the pelvic area up all the way to my going into my belly button. And I don't know if you remember on my other surgery vlog, I said when I woke up and got home and everything, I felt like severe abdominal pains, and my navel belly button was hurting really bad, and I didn't really understand why, because that was not the area that he was working on. It almost felt like when I've had abdominal laparoscopic surgery, where they go through your belly button and the pain you feel after that, that's what I've been feeling. And I'm just so tired, and I told my husband it's not like my normal lupus tired. Like, I just feel like I'm empty. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel so weird, and the pain is so bad, like in my stomach and in my side. My leg is still killing me. Like, I just think lupus makes things so much worse for people as it is, and then you have a surgery, and so your body doesn't know how to act. It's thinking, okay, you're on antibiotics and all this other stuff is attacking, so everything is just haywire in my body. So I called the nurse on Monday, and she seemed unconcerned about the stomach pain, but I wasn't having bruising on Monday. You just stopped in the middle of the, really? You just stop in the middle of the road? No lights, you just stop. Anyway, so she was just like, oh, well, just take the stool softener. And they kept saying, well, what do you take for pain? Well, that should be strong enough. I was like, I didn't call you for anything stronger for pain. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm feeling like this, because the last time I had this done, I was like up and going probably day 3, and this time I know it is worse every time you have surgery with scar tissue, but it's something different. And he made the comment before surgery that the risk that they could go through your bladder, and I'm like, really? So that's my concern, because of the symptoms of the UTI. And I've called my rheumatologist to find out about the protein in my urine. I called them on Tuesday, and I sent her a message asking about had she received my labs, and she still hasn't called me with the results. And granted, it's Thursday and they're going to be closed tomorrow, so if they haven't called me by 3, I'm going to call them, because this is ridiculous, because they should have had the results the same day. It was just the urinalysis, so I don't understand why it's taking so long. But yeah, my entire body, I'm so weak, and the only reason I'm driving myself is my husband, and his son is in town from the Air Force, and they wanted to go fishing, so his son and his daughter went, and his son's girlfriend. So that's the only reason I'm driving myself. I have no whatever. I've taken half a muscle relaxer today, and that's it for pain. I'm just at a point to where, why take medication that's going to zonk me out, but it's not really going to help what the problem is. And the nurse was like, well, what do you how much are you taking? And I was like, well, I want to have every 4 to 6 hours now, alternating between the Percocet and the Norco. And I guess they feel like, well, just won't you just take a whole one? And I'm like, I don't freaking I'm just so frustrated. And I'm just praying that you know, you hear about people that get internal bleeding, and, you know, I felt like they were unconcerned about the bleeding that I was having. And it wasn't until the bleeding subsided that I saw that the wound actually was open, or, you know, but it's now starting to try to scab over. But I couldn't really see that. Even my husband taking pictures, you couldn't see it because it kept bleeding. So it was very difficult to do that. So, alright guys, I will vlog once I am done. Alright guys, so I'm done at the doctor's appointment. He said everything to him looked fine. There was no infection. And then he remembered he didn't tell my husband, and I didn't see him after surgery. He said that he didn't think I would have bruised, but I did. So he was basically saying like he had to cut out like a big chunk and went to the pubis bone. And he said that normally when you're closing the sutures, you know, or a wound up, you pull from the bottom and, you know, connect the top. But he didn't want to mess with my anatomy. Thank you, Jesus. Trying not to be graphic. So pretty much he went like underneath the skin and under the muscles and pulled the skin down more from like my upper pelvic and abdomen area, if that makes sense, in order to close the wound so it would heal. So I have to take it easy. He said I see him next Friday, so he told me I need to move, you know, as little as possible, or it will, you know, continue to bleed. So he said he thinks it's going to take me a month versus 2 weeks to heal. And I was like, well, that makes sense now, but I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been nice to have known that. I really didn't tell him about anything about the fatigue, and I just don't even care at this point. I'm just going to do what they tell me. And today is the first day I told him, because he was like, yeah, you know, clothes rubbing against it don't make it bleed. And I said, well, this is the first day I had underwear on. I know it's TMI, but I knew what I went through the last time, and I didn't want anything touching this. So I've been in nightgowns and moo-moos the whole time. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm happy, but he's saying that some of the blood probably seeped over to the right side of my, you know, crease part of like the growing area. I just pray that it heals, like, and it's nothing else, like, because with lupus you just don't know, like, you know, have the I had a positive antiphospholipid, but I'm not on blood thinners. Well, she wanted me on aspirin, but I can't take it. It irritates my stomach. So the only time I will take it if I'm taking a long trip, I'll take the aspirin, like the day of, and maybe the next day. But other than that, and then I'll automatically start bruising. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I was worried about, was internal bleeding or something, because I know I didn't go through this the last time, and I knew this time would be a little worse because of, you know, second surgery, scar tissue and everything. So I'm sitting in line at McDonald's. So I don't know where all these people came from. It's like 2 o'clock. What are they doing? Jesus. Like, it hurts to have my foot on the brake. God. I really wish my husband could have took me today. So I'll try to vlog a little later. I think what I'll do is, excuse me, I will need my pain medicine. So I'm gonna go home and take that and just lay back down. I guess I'm just kind of frustrated, guys, because it's like the last time not necessarily that I bounce back quicker. It's just it didn't bother me as long as it's taking. He decided he didn't want to put me on any more antibiotics. My last dose is tomorrow, which we'll see, because normally if they give a 7-day, I have to do 10 or more. So I'm praying that I don't have to do any more, because I think a lot of that, and I don't have my cell set on board. I'm scheduled to do my Benlysta October the 4th, I think. So as long as I'm so tired. As long as I'm off antibiotics before the Benlysta, I can get it. I don't have to wait. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Talk to you later.